All right, my people, we've waited 6 weeks, 6 long weeks for this day, and we are finally here. We have a verdict, and it will be read within the next few minutes. I, unlike a lot of channels, decided not to do Verdict Watch because we have had enough of the trial and we needed a little break. So I didn't want to do a verdict watch to have you on the edge of your seats all this time and there was nothing coming in. So there was nothing to be said. So um, I did not do a verdict watch. But as we can see, Johnny Depp is not in the courtroom today. He is in the UK and he is live doing live concerts. He did live concerts for the past 2 days and tonight. Johnny Depp will not be there. We see Amber Heard has just entered the courtroom, and we are awaiting the verdict. I tell you, everybody, I don't tell us what you think in the chat. Who's going to prevail, Johnny Depp or Amber Heard? Who is going to prevail? Make sure you get your snacks. You have a few more minutes before the judge and the jury come in. Get your snacks. I got me something to drink. I got me something to snack on. Make sure you are ready because the verdict is here today. My guesstimate is, and everybody is guessing because I don't care who you're watching or even me, we're all guessing because we're not the jury and we don't know what they have decided. So we're all guessing. I'm guessing that Johnny Depp, Lord have mercy, wins on the defamation for the title of the article, the one that involved SA. Now, the other ones are up in the air. That's my guess. Please put your guess in the chat and tell me what you think, who you think is going to win. Again, get your snacks. I've gotten me something to drink. I got me a bag of chips. And I'm going to sit back. You run real fast and get your chips and dip and whatever you want. But there has been a lot of, yesterday the jury had a question about that particular headline, and that question was answered by the judge and with the attorneys present. And so also we had today, and they took a short lunch today. They only wanted 45 minutes. So they knew that they were getting closer and closer to a verdict. About an hour and a half ago, we got notification that the verdict would be read at 3 o'clock. So we decided to come on live a few minutes early so that we can be prepared. We can get situated. All of us can chat. All of us can get comfortable. But we are going to hear the verdict in a few minutes. So as you can see, Amber Heard's sister is in the courtroom. That's her, Whitney, with her hair up in a bun. And we also have, I don't know who those other people are. I think one of them is her PR person that's on the front row. I'm not quite sure. As you can see, the courtroom is packed to the brim. I don't have a guess of who's going to win or who's going to lose. The jury, because they had to come to a unanimous decision, either answering yes to all those questions for each count. And I think Johnny Depp had 28 questions that needed to be answered. And I think Amber Heard had 14 or somewhere around there. So there was a total of 42 questions that needed to be answered. And it seems that it was, they looked through the evidence, the jury. I know that it's going to take them a minute when they get in to get situated, and we hear the jury's decision. But again, it has to be unanimous. It can't, if they answered no to any one of the questions on the form, then it's a wash. They lost on that count, whether it's Amber Heard or Johnny Depp. So it's very challenging to see. A lot of times and they only had 7 jurors. A lot of, depending on your state and jurisdiction, you might have more jurors, and it might not need to be unanimous. It might be the majority rule. But in Fairfax County, Virginia, it is mandatory for them to have a unanimous decision, and that is what the judge deemed that was going to the way it was going to be. As we know that each side had 61 hours and 15 minutes to present their case. Amber Heard team was in trouble at the end. They almost ran out of time, and it was down to the wire. Johnny Depp's team had plenty of time. They managed their time very well. Then the clock restarted on Friday when they did their closing arguments. Each side had 2 hours. Again, Amber Heard's team ran into trouble when they were running against the clock. They only had 6 minutes in the end to do a rebuttal that Amber Heard's team, that Johnny Depp's team did. Now, one thing I had a problem with, and I stated it in the video on closing arguments, and that was how Amber Heard's team, Rottenborn, had did his closing arguments when he charged the jury to send a message to the world. Well, that's not the jury's position. That's not the jury's job. Their job is to render a verdict on Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp, and Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. Well, anyway, yesterday, Ben Chew, who is the lead on Johnny Depp's team, put in a motion to the court regarding that closing. Now, because the jury had already received the case, the Judge Penny said that she was not going to hear that. I don't know whether something will be done about that, maybe later after the verdict is read, but any attorney, when they're closing argument, should not ever make it a social issue how a jury is to render their verdict, because a society is not on trial. It's those 2 individual people or one individual person. Can you imagine that being the norm? So it was not a professional closing on Rottenborn's part. And again, Ben Chew, Johnny Depp's attorney, did file a motion regarding that, and he did that yesterday. We will also see if the judge will rule on that. I know she said she wasn't yesterday. She wasn't ignoring him, but she was sort of ignoring him because the jury had already received the case. And we don't know whether that will have an impact on that or not. So I hope you all, like I said, I hope you all got your soda or beverage, coffee, tea, milk, whatever, and your snacks. This should not take very long for them to render the verdict. They should also probably pool the jury to ensure that all of the jurors, once the verdicts are read, they will probably pool the jury, which means they go juror by juror and ask them if this was their decision, if they came to this without coercion and everything of that nature. So we are going to get it. There's no more arguments. There's no more chit-chatting. Once the judge come in and the jury, it is all about the verdict. We got 3 minutes. I am excited. I hope you're excited too. And we are definitely here today. Again, Johnny Depp will not be in court today. He is in the UK. He is playing with his band, and he played night before last night, and he's supposed to play tonight. Last night, Kate Moss and Sharon Osbourne, went to hear him play. So you know, Camille Vasquez asked the judge the other day on Friday, did the plaintiffs and the defendant have to be there? And the judge said no. So Johnny Depp left town and went to play in the band. So he will not be here. So he will hear the verdicts just like we're hearing them. He might already know the outcome of the verdicts because I'm pretty sure that, well, I don't know. We will see. I'm trying to get a feel of the counsel, whether they know, everybody's smiling on both sides. And we will see. The last stragglers coming into the court. So the verdict is about to be read. The judge should be in the courtroom in less than 1 minute. Thank you all for sticking with me. Like, share, and subscribe, because we always have great content. We don't always pull jury cases, but in this case, because it is important to watch how our legal system works. So we decided to stream live all of these cases, this particular case, and I'm glad we did. We have less than a minute, y'all. Are you ready? Have you decided who's the victor in this? Yes, who will win? Who will win? All right. The judge should be in NT second now. All righty. Who will win? Who team are you on? What are your best guess? What are your best guess? Who will win? Now, Judge Penny is always on time. It's 3:00. We're on the East Coast, so she should be stepping in any minute. All right, I'm going to fall back and let the judge.
All right. I understand we have a verdict. All right, are we ready for the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. All right. Just for everybody in the gallery, reminder that this is a court of law, and regardless of the verdict, I will not tolerate any outbursts whatsoever. Okay? Thank you. If I could have the attorneys approach for a moment.
The judge has instructed the gallery, there's no talking, no outbursts, or she will put them out of the courtroom. She will empty the courtroom. So the judge is in, the jury is in, and we are here now waiting for them to read the verdict. Judge Penny has called the counsel for both sides to the stand. All right, Tammy. So we know you want Johnny Depp to win. Okay. Yes, we will see, Tammy. We will see. We all going to find out. Again, Johnny Depp is not in town. He'll be finding out just like we'll be finding out now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
what the verdict is.
What I need you to do, I need to give the forms back to you. When you find for a defamatory statement, one or more, you need to fill out the compensatory damages. It has to be at least $1 for compensatory damages and up to whatever you feel the damages should be. And for punitive damages, you can put a 0 there, or you can fill out that as well, but I need those lines filled out, okay? All right, so if I can have you retire back to the deliberation room and do that for me, okay? All right, so we'll be in recess till we hear back from them. Don't go too far, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right.
Okay, they're teasing us. The court is in a brief recess because they had to get the information from the jury room regarding the funds. Okay. Hillary, why do you say that you think that Amber won? They're just getting the information as far as the monetary damages from the jury room. So why do you feel that Amber won? Everybody, the judge is teasing us. They have to go back and get some information. So we're in limbo just like you all are. They're not going to show the jury. So that's why we have this up here for a brief recess break. I would not leave because it's a brief break. It's not long. Get you something to drink. Get your snacks. I don't know what it is. I don't know. So we're just going to sit here together and wait and see. Again, Johnny Depp will not be in town. Okay, so you're saying because the wording the judge was using telling them they did it wrong. Okay, so that's why you feel that Amber might have won. Hey, from Great Britain, Fiona. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here with us. The jury, the judge and the jury is in, but they had to do a brief recess because they did the forms wrong. So they had to send the jury back to fill out the forms correctly. So I don't know. Hillary thinks that Amber might have won because of the wording that the judge ruled, that the judge said. Then Hillary said she mean it could be Johnny in Johnny's favor. But I'm like you, Hillary, I don't know. We're all guessing at this point because somebody won because they got to go fill out the monetary value. They did it wrong. Yes, Tammy. Amber was caught in a lot of untruths, but we don't know whether or not we hope that the jury caught on to that there. You, Hillary, you in McDonald's. Okay, girl, look, you need your snack. You better pull over. Don't be driving because I don't want you to crash or anything with when they come back with this verdict. But the jury had to step out for a minute to go fill out the forms, right, as far as monetary. So you pull over, Hillary. I don't want you getting hurt, okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's nice to see you again too, Fiona. You're a sweetie too. I tell you, I'm just so excited for it was like we were waiting. We've been waiting for 6 weeks. We finally get here at 3:00, and the forms are filled out incorrectly, so we have to wait some more. So they're on a brief break. Everybody, I'm just I am waiting. I know you all are. Get your snacks, get everything, But I tell you, I wouldn't leave my the channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, so we can make sure a lot of people get to see what the verdict is. And we know someone got some money. That much we do know. If anything else, we know that because they filled out the forms incorrectly. So they're going back to fill out the forms correctly. We just hope they got the verdict right. We hope they got the verdict right. Oh, I wish they would show the courtroom so we could see the yes, I know, honey. I've seen you in here. I've been watching all the way, all the way. I am trying to be unbiased as possible, and I'll share my thoughts later. But we're just streaming the news. But I do believe that we're going to see. We know that somebody has won some money because of the fact that they filled out the forms incorrectly. The judge sent them back to fill out the forms correctly for the monetary value. So they're on a brief break. So the jury can fill out the forms and come back. I wish they would show the courtroom so we could see the expressions of the attorneys. I want to know who got some money. We are patiently waiting for them to come back again. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh. Oh, yes, we're going to be here. I'm glad that you're here too. You're hours behind. Oh, okay. So we are, it's 3:11 here, and we're going to find out together as soon as the jury come back in. What are the odds? I just tell you, what are the odds of the jury filling out the monetary forms incorrectly? And then we got to ask ourselves now, we hope that they filled out the forms correctly for their decision. And so this is sort of scary here now. It's scary. It's scary. I don't know about you, but it's a little scary to me. So yes, 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 yes. And like I said, we did not do jury watch day after day. We wanted to wait until the verdict was actually in because it was very stressful. And for us to be sitting here watching, waiting for the jury. And yesterday they didn't have a verdict. I mean, Friday they didn't have a verdict. Yesterday they didn't have a verdict. Or the day before. Well, today is Wednesday, right? And so we did not want to make you all wait and keep waiting day after day in hopes of a verdict. But today is a verdict. It was supposed to be announced at 3:00. They came into the courtroom. The jury filled out the forms incorrectly. And so the judge sent them back, the jury back, to fill out the monetary forms correctly. So that is what the holdup is now. Oh wow, it's 8:10 there. Yeah. So they're going to be here back in a couple of minutes. Now it's not going to be that long now. It's not going to be that long, Fiona. Hold tight, because it's only going to be a couple of more minutes. Hopefully, it's not going to be a couple of more minutes. I wish that we could see the expressions. Let me see if I can get the expressions. I think all court cameras went to the but I would love to see the expressions on the attorneys' faces, because sometimes that's very telling sometimes on what they're looking at and how they're looking. And right. Nope. No one is showing the looks on the faces inside of the courtroom. So we just have to, wait for the jury to fill out the forms correctly. It's not my fault. Nobody's got that stream up. We're all waiting for that. So you all have something to drink? I got a big soda here. I want to see their faces. Because, and that's probably why they're not allowing the stream inside of the courtroom for us now, because we might be able to guess something, by looking at their faces. But I want to see the faces of the attorneys. They showed a little bit, but then they were conferring. I don't know. I just don't know. So again, they said a brief break. How long is it going to take them to fill these forms out? That's what I want to know. I'm glad we didn't start too early. We started a few minutes early, but we didn't start so early that we could not get. Okay. They are back. They're back. All right. We're looking at no, they're not back. They're allowing us to look at the turn the camera the other way so we can see. I don't know. We're looking at body language. It seems like there's no clues. Can we? There's no. They're all sort of stoic. Johnny Depp's team appears to be stoic. Elaine seems to be antsy. So you get off work in 15 minutes and don't want to miss this while you're driving home. Girl, you need to sit in your car, Tammy, because you need to sit in your car outside of work. So, but don't be driving and looking at this, because that's not safe. Oh yeah, I know we're not going to see the jury, but I wanted to see the Hillary. I know that. I wanted to see the attorneys' faces. We definitely not going to see the jury's faces. Plus, the jury's identity has been sealed. The judge sealed it for 1 year. So We will not know their identities for 1 year from today, not unless now they can contact reporters and everything if they don't mind being identified, but the judge sealed their identities for a year. Now Camille's got a little smile on her face. Okay.
All right.
Here we go again.
All right, shall we try this again? All right, let's do that. All right, we're ready for the jury. All right, Mr. Foreperson, is this the verdict of the jury?
Yes.
All right, is it unanimous?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Jamie?
In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Mr. Depp's claim against Ms. Heard. 1. As to the statement appearing in the online op-ed entitled, "Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change," in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change," end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. Op-ed entitled, "A Transformative Moment for Women," in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, "Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change," in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, "Then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out," end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question: the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer: yes. Question: due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Answer: yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer: yes. 3. As to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled "A Transformative Moment for Women" in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, "I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change," in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, "I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse," end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer: yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer: yes. Question: the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer: yes. Question: the statement was false? Answer: yes. Question: the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer: yes. Question: the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer: yes. Question: due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer: yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer: yes. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million. In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp. 1. As to this statement appearing in the April 8, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, "Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer: no. 2. As to this statement appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, "Quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer: yes. Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer: yes. Question: the statement was about Ms. Heard? Answer: yes. Question: the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard? Answer: yes. Question: the statement was false? Answer: yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven by clear and convincing evidence that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer: yes. 3. As to this statement appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, We've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
All right. Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Jamie?
Members of the jury, if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Yes. Juror number 10.
Yes.
Juror number 15.
Yes.
Juror number 16.
Yes.
Juror number 22. Yes. Juror number 27. Yes. Juror number 29.
Yes.
All right. I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial, and I know I speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you. All right. Okay. In accordance with law, I will amend the punitive damages award to the statutory cap of $350,000 on Mr. Depp's award, okay? I will set this down for entry of an order, and can we do it on June 24th at 10 a.m. if that's available? All right,
Yes,
if
Your
Mr. Chu, if you could prepare that order and then circulate it to Ms. Bretterhoff, and we can have all the objections noted on it. All right?
We'll do that, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, and if I get it before that date, I'll take it off the docket, okay? All right, again, thank you to all the attorneys for your professionalism, and you're welcome to come to my courtroom anytime. Well, give me a few weeks, but then you can come anytime, okay? All right, court is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
All right, everybody. Johnny Depp's team is celebrating the victory. He has 6 years. 6 years, he said. He said that he did not want the money. It wasn't money. It wasn't about money. It was about clearing his name. And he won hands down. The only thing that they found on Amber was regarding the defamation from the attorneys, what he said, but it wasn't unanimous. They awarded her $2 million and then $0. So just $0, $2 million and then $0. But Johnny won $10 million and another $5 million, so a total of $15 million from Amber Heard, and he also got $350,000 in punitive damages. And that is a wrap, everybody. We have been through this trial. So for those that are Team Johnny, the courtroom cleared out really fast, really fast. We're going to go. Yes, Fiona, whoop, whoop. Woo woo. Yes, I'm gonna go over to social media for a minute and get some information while we're here. Now I'm going to tell you, I did, I, you know, I'm, I did not give my personal opinion, but you all probably could read through the lines if you watch me enough and know that there was just not, I could not imagine anybody believing Amber Heard. Yeah, I couldn't. She just, I couldn't. Especially like I said in the video, being a woman, when she said that Johnny took a bottle and put it in her and she bled out and didn't get seek medical attention. No, we're going to see if we can get some interviews here. Generally we're going to wait, so if you all want to hang on, um we're going to see. Let me see and pull this string. Generally they'll do interviews. Let's see if they're doing some interviews here, if the attorneys are going to do some interviews as they come out of the courtroom so we can see. She just won a partial win, 2 million, but Johnny won 15 million. So she's in 3 million, 13 million in the deficit. So, didn't, um, yes. So hopefully we can get the attorneys on doing the interviews as they come out of the courtroom. Going to see. The reporters are out there waiting. Hopefully we can get the interviews. Again, Johnny Depp is the victor. She won partial, where she won two. Thank you, darling. Bye. So we'll be back. We're going to see we can get the interviews from the attorney. Hopefully there's news crews out. So again, Johnny Depp wins 10 million. Images. I'm going to put this in the chat. 5 million. Punitive damages and 350,000 in punitive. Whatever. So even on that 5 million, Virginia has a $350,000 maximum, and so he wins on all three counts. Okay, so I put in the chat. Yes, I'm happy for Johnny too. I tell you, hopefully he can get back to his life and be in some films, be in some things. It is just, yeah. So Amber Heard, and I'm going to type this in. So count two, Amber wins. Count two of Amber's. Put all this in. And what I'm going to do is put, let's see if we can, 2 million and zero in. Now, also remember everyone, she has, she said she spent $6 million in attorney fees. So she's really at a deficit, but I've read, and I don't know how true it is, that her um, homeowner's insurance paid for her um, case, for her counsel. But that is strange to me. I don't see how, and I'm not a professional, but I'm a professional insurance agent, but I don't see how Amber Heard team, Amber Heard's attorneys are paid by that. Let's see if we can come over and see. I don't know who that is. We're not concerned with this. We're hoping that we can get the attorneys in an interview. The attorneys in an interview. I'm going to scoot over here to, we don't know who this is and we don't care. Let's see. We're working it, baby. We're working it. We might not to. We're hoping that Ben Chu and the rest of them would do a live, if they have a live session, but we're not seeing it. So anyway, everyone, yeah, I would love to see them interviewed also. So I'm scouting the interwebs to see if we can get an interview. We might have to come back and find it, but I'm not seeing any interviews thus far. So, but hold tight. We hear a lot of commentary. I'm not going to be commentary. We want to have interviews of the attorneys, not, I know that they are waiting. Okay, let's see what we got here. I want to see the attorneys come out and give their statement on how they feel the case went. We just got a so if the attorneys come out, everybody's waiting. It's like a waiting game. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. But if you look in the chat, you'll see how the breakdown of the win for Johnny. He won on all three counts. All three. Amber only won on one count, and that was on count 2 of her counterclaim. And she won $2 million on that and $0 in punitive damages. She lost counts 1 and 3, but Johnny won all 3 of his counts. And we are excited to see him as victor. Yes, outside the courtroom, we want to see. Bring it on, bring us some interviews. We want Ben Chu and Camille Vasquez interview. I think that Amber Heard team did the best with what they had to deal with. And I think that I feel comfortable with this verdict, even with Amber winning on those counts when you know, that one count, as far as what the attorney said, even though it's not what Johnny said, but the most important thing, Amber's counterclaim was basically about what somebody else said that worked for Johnny. Johnny's defamation was what Amber actually said about him and accusing him of SA and things like that. But like I stated before, when we did initially during her testimony, as a woman, if any woman ever tells me that they were assaulted with a bottle and they bled and they didn't know whether or not the bottle was broken or not, and they did not seek medical attention, from everything else you tell me, I can't believe you, because that right there is unbelievable, especially being a woman. And you're very sensitive there. And especially then she said they wanted kids and she wouldn't seek medical attention. No, baby, I did not believe you when you said that. I when I came into this, I know Johnny Depp. I've seen a few of his movies. Was never a big fan. One way or the other, I liked his movies and everything. I loved him and Edward Scissorhands. That was just like my favorite. And then I had never heard of Amber Heard until this trial. So I came in with a clean slate. Everybody had an opportunity, whether you were believed or not. When Johnny testified, I was emotional and everything, and believed him. It was hard, what he went through. When Amber Heard came on the half a day, I was very sympathetic to her and her plight and what she was saying. And it was very emotional, very moving. But that when she got on the stand again that next day and she started talking and I started comparing stuff, I was like, girl, bye. Girl, when you said that this man did that to you with a bottle and you being a woman did not get medical attention, I could not, everything that you said after that, I took with a grain of salt, because that was unbelievable to me. And, if he beats you like that and you don't have any, you took pictures of everything else, but you had no pictures, no video of you being abused. Now, I know that you don't have to take pictures of everything if you're abused. A lot of people don't. But for the volume of photos that she took, then that should state right there that she should have some pictures of her own. And also, she was talking about the metadata. I turned everything over. But in actuality, she never turned over all of her cell phones, her iPad to Johnny Depp's team. Johnny Depp's team never got that to collaborate that information. Now, she might have turned it over to her team, but remember, she threw her team under the bus when she told the jury, that she turned over all of that information. And that means that either her legal team did something unethical and did not turn in the information, or she was lying. I mean, she threw several people under the bus, and that was, she threw a sister under the bus. She threw her psychiatrist under the bus. She threw her legal team under the bus. She threw everybody under the bus. But today, the jury has spoken, and they said, not today. Not today. Not today. Let's see. Let me scour some more and see if we can find some interviews here. But they have not come out yet. And they have the microphone set up for interviews, but it appears that they haven't done it. They haven't come out. They can try to twist that headline all they want to about them both winning, but really, technically Amber won as far as, what was said about her by somebody else that he doesn't even work for Johnny. But she lost on the other two counts. So for me, as far as I'm concerned, I don't see Amber Heard as the winner here. She only got $2 million, and she got no punitive damages, and she lost on the other two counts. And she lost on the other two counts. So to me, that's not a win. And that's not a win to me. Now, she might count it as a win, but that's not a win to me. So I'm going to leave this up for a minute. Hopefully we can get some interviews. You see right here, everyone, the microphones right here. These are the mics. These are the news stations set up to do interviews, but no one has come out. And my question now is, are they coming out? I don't know. I mean, I did get my potato chips. You all have any snacks? I'm not going to smack in y'all ear. Yes. So I'm going to leave this up now so we can see if they come out. They will be out, but I'm sure they're taking care of some things in the background. And remember now, Johnny sued for $50 million and Amber sued for $100 million. Johnny got $15 million and Amber got $2. Oh, well. All right, I'm going to leave this up here. Let's see if we can get some interviews when they come through. Oh, yes. And I also wonder if the judge is going to take up the motion that Johnny Depp's team, Ben Chu, made yesterday regarding how Rottenberg Bowen did the closing argument. Yeah, he was playing for that. He was playing for zero results, but baby. It is huge. It is huge. 10 million. The jury, I say that he won 15 million. That's what the jury awarded. But again, remember, in the state of Virginia, for punitive damages, you can only win $350,000. That's the maximum of the state allows in punitive damages. So Johnny Depp won 10 million in compensatory damages and won 350,000, even though the jury said 5 million. The law only allows for 350,000 in punitive damages. So that's what he won. They ruled that Amber, on count 2 of her counterclaim, she gets 2 million and 0 punitive damages. Now, she lost counts 1 and 3 of her counterclaim. What this verdict, I know that mainstream media is going to spin the headlines to say, Johnny, they both won. But really, this is a real loss for Amber Heard, because what the jury said is, you a liar. We don't believe nothing you said. So Johnny wins it all. Now, the second thing is, okay, here comes Ben Chu. Is coming out. And Camille Vasquez. We get interviews, everybody. Yes. I'm going to mute because we want to hear this. Here comes the victory team. Camille Vasquez, the queen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Devoted an enormous amount of time and resources towards this case.
Our judicial system is predicated on each person's right to have his or her case heard, and we were honored, truly honored, to assist Mr. Depp in ensuring that his case was fairly considered throughout the trial. We are also most pleased that the trial has resonated for so many people in the public who value truth and justice. Now that the jury has reached its conclusive verdict, it's time to turn the page and look to the future. Thank you all so much, and thanks to the jury.
Thank you so much.
Ms. Vasquez, have you spoken to Johnny? How is he feeling? How's Johnny feeling?
Will Johnny and Amber ever speak to each other
Ms.
again?
Vasquez, is this the end of the matter? Ms. Vasquez, will there be any more legal action?
Is Mr. Johnny Depp going to run for office?
Well, they had a very short statement and thanked the jury and everyone and Johnny Depp, and they went about their way. We're going to see if Amber Heard's team is willing to make a statement. But it seems like everybody's gone, like they're not interested in whatever statement that Elaine and Rottenborn have to say. Let's see. Are they coming out? Johnny Depp's team, their victory lap, they were very thankful. Dag, the reporters are taking their mics. That like we don't even want to hear what Amber Heard team have to say. Wow. Okay, the other mics are up. Let's see if I'm sure we're going to get some other interviews later on different networks. Wow, the reporters are actually taking their mics. Now that's cold. That's saying a lot. As a reporter, as a journalist, for a news outlet to take their mics, they don't want to hear what you all got to say. So I don't know whether Amber Heard's team is coming out or not, but the reporters, they're leaving. I wonder, wow. Tell us. Yeah, Johnny Depp's team gave a very brief statement and went about their way, and the reporters began taking their mics like, we're not interested in anything Amber Heard team had to say. But this is very bad for Amber Heard team, like I said, like Amber Heard, because what the jury basically said, what the jury said is that Amber Heard lied about everything, and that they did not, as far as being SA, and that she was telling untruths, and she defamed Johnny Depp with her accusations. Now, for Amber Heard, she did win on one count. Johnny Depp won all 3 counts, all 3 of his cases. On the headline, the article, headline, online edition, and Johnny and Amber Heard won on 1 count. She lost counts 1 and count 3 and 1 count 2 of her counterclaim. But remember, this was what somebody else said. This was not even what Johnny Depp said. I guess it was almost like they gave her, here's a freebie for you or whatever. But they made their decision based on the evidence that they had and what they saw. It's amazing. We on the outside was privy to so much more information that we wanted to say all this, all that to the jury. But we have the most wonderful jury system in the United States that, even though some things, it is not always perfect, they don't always get it right, but they got it right today, evidently. And also, we have to say that Judge Penny was the optimum, the pinnacle of professional. She handled that court case beautifully. She did a wonderful, marvelous job. She was not biased. She treated both sides the exact same. She did not waver on how, she listened to objections and ruled on objections. And it was wonderful. Like I said, now, Johnny Depp team made their brief statement of thanks. Amber Heard team has not come out. I don't think they're coming out, whether they do or not. The reporters are leaving. They're taking their microphones and they're saying bye-bye. That's what they're saying. We don't care. So maybe they'll make their rounds on the circuit junket. But that, as a journalist, as a news organization, I'm gonna tell you, it's embarrassing for you when the reporters start taking their mics. Because when we start taking our mics, we don't care what you got to say. So Yes, Christina. Yay! Look, I was on jury watch when we text this morning. Yes, jury watch. I am done. I am done. I am done. So yay to Team Johnny. And like I said, he won all 3 counts. What Amber Heard won, she won one count of her 3 counts, and that was due to the fact of something somebody else said. I mean, this if Amber Heard, I wonder how Amber Heard career is going to go from here, because they several weeks ago they had almost 4 million people sign the petition to take Amber Heard off of Aquaman. So I don't know whether or not she's going to get any more roles or whatever. She needs to get something because she's got to pay Johnny, and she need to pay them attorneys. But like I said, someone was saying that her homeowner's insurance was paying the bill, and I don't understand how her homeowner's insurance is going to pay that bill. But either way, it is what it is. So we'll see. Right, right, right. Yeah, she's gonna need to go to work. She needs to go to work now. So she definitely needs to go to work. So she said 6 million to she's paid her attorneys, and plus now let's not forget she owes the ACLU and the Children's Hospital right at, she got a balance of about 5 million, $6 million. Yes, and also, yes, Christina, she just bought a $6 million mansion, and I don't know whether she bought that in hopes that of the verdict. She bought a $6 million mansion out in the countryside. It's a beautiful place, but yeah, she might have to sell that because she needs to pay Johnny. She needs to do her donation to the ACLU and to the Children's Hospital. Also, you all know that the ACLU had the nerve to sue Johnny Depp for almost 20 million. I mean, it was for $86,000 for work they did to do research for this case. Well, it's going to be interesting how that shakes out, because they were the culprits. They were the team members with Amber Heard on this article. I don't know whether they're going to win or not. If you get a subpoena to do research on something, I don't think you're going to get paid on that, but we'll see. Virginia laws and everybody's laws are different, depending on the law. We're going to see if they're interviewing a little child. I guess Amber Heard team isn't coming out. They're not showing Amber Heard team coming out, and so I pretty much think that it's a wrap. And even if it does, like I said, this was a bad look for Amber Heard. Very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. And any man, rich, poor, or woman, that get involved with Amber Heard relationship wise, allegedly, buyer beware. Buyer beware. Buyer beware. She hit her ex-wife in the airport and was arrested for that. And now this thing with Johnny Depp seems like she has, according to documents, it appears that she has a little violent streak. Now, who is that? They're walking out. There's a few. Right. She didn't. No, it's not Johnny's fault that she didn't donate the money, because 18 months passed from the time she got that settlement from Johnny when he made all those payments to the time that he filed this suit, because she wasn't paying. She wasn't paying. She was getting Elon Musk to pay for that. And so now that he's not buying Twitter, well, I'll put it this way: until Twitter decide on the bot situation, he's not buying Twitter. He might can help her out. He spent millions upon millions of dollars. He spent on her. He's donated to the ACLU in her name. He donated to the Children's Hospital in her name. He donated to some other thing in Amber's name. I mean, she's expensive, I tell you. But I tell you what, Johnny got back his $7 million for the divorce settlement, and I am really happy for him. People do not understand. Some people, they just don't want to believe that a man can be physically abused also. They just, it's believe the woman. No, you don't, without question. We have to have a space to believe anyone that says that they were, received, victim of domestic violence or SA. There has to be a space to believe them. However, that does not mean that we have to we can't question and ask questions and make sure that somebody isn't being falsely accused. And men can be victims also. I'm going to pretty much say that this is going to be a wrap. I'm going to give it a couple of more minutes, but I really do not believe for 1 minute that Elaine and Rottenborn, Amber Heard's attorney, is coming out for the press. I just don't. I'm going to give it a couple of more minutes, and then I'm going to sign off because we have a live tonight that is going on. So make sure that you tune in tonight at 7 o'clock. We have a live. It's not me. It's two members of bringing a very powerful Carmina Cox and Christopher Bell. They're doing a show that's very powerful called Kingdom Chess. And so that's tonight at 7 o'clock. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss that. Yeah, see, the press is moving around like, yeah, right. They're walking away, taking the boom mic, taking the camera. They're leaving. I just don't believe that, they're interviewing everybody else. These are non-people, they're interviewing people on the sidelines of their opinions or whatever. But I don't think Elaine and her team is coming out. I just don't. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Save News TV. We love you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Tonight at 7 o'clock, Carmina Cox and Christopher Bell is doing a show on our channel called Kingdom Chess. And you can't miss that. That's going to be fire. Save News, we normally don't stream a trial this long or trial, but this was an important trial as far as just looking at how the court system works and how things go. So it was important for us to stream this and for you all to see the court system. Also, domestic violence is a very important topic. We wanted to bring it to the forefront. We will be doing more on that subject, and also we will be doing more as far as regarding men as victims also, because men can be victims, and a lot of times they don't speak up because of the stigma that's associated with it. Like, why is a man, how are you gonna let a woman beat you? A lot of men are not brought up, most men are not brought up to hit women. And so that's how they become victims of domestic violence also. But we need to also begin to hear men's voices. We need to have a space open, available for men to be able to share that they are victims also without being condemned and ridiculed. So we will also be doing, like I said, a special on that later. So like, share, and subscribe so you can know that when we do that. But anyway, everybody, appreciate you so much. If Elaine and them come out, then we might come back live or stream it again. But I doubt very seriously she come out. Because Amber is not pleased, I'm sure. All right, then you all have a blessed day. See you tonight at 7 o'clock. Bye.